What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy in for CancerMoonsTarot, and welcome into the weekend reading. The first time I see is the first time I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and let's see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Gemini. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. Shout out here to the gems. All right, everybody, I know it's a bit later than usual. Today's been a heck of a long day here for me. I've just had a lot going on. I'm super busy and I'm super tired, but we're still out here showing up nonetheless. So much love and appreciation to you guys tuning in, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Gemini, you guys are the first sign today. As always, real quick, guys, if you want a personal read, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you would like to book me there. Let's see what's going on, man. What's poppin', Red Skies? What's going on, Shin, NYC Girl? What's poppin', Healing Hearts? What's going on, Denise, Fawn, Constance? Hey, Luxury Princess. What's going on, Baby Badass? I like that name. What's going on, Carol, Vanny Vicious, Bubble Pink? How are you guys doing? Hopefully everybody here is doing well. You just got out of work. Oh boy, hopefully you had a good work day. Love your dedication, and thank you, Red Sky. I appreciate it. Really needed me today. Well, happy to be here for you nonetheless. Now, I do want to mention, guys, bear with me. Like I mentioned, I'm super duper tired. This full moon has just been intense. Super fucking intense. So I've had a super busy day, so I'm ready to go to bed probably right after this. So just bear with me through it today, guys. I appreciate you so much. And let's go ahead and get started. Starting out here with Team Gemini. Let's see what we got going on. Messages coming in here for the Gemini, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going to be going on here for our zodiac signs of Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. Let's see what we got going on. See what's popping here for Team Gemini. Overall energy for you is going to be the 9 of Pentacles moving into your weekend. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here into the current energy, 3 of Cups in the reverse. What you're dealing with here, 3 of Swords in reverse. Looking at the outcome here for Gemini is going to be the Queen of Swords in the upright position. So let's have a look here at you and see what's going on at this time. Now, first things first here. You know what? I did not even put on my second camera. So give me one sec, guys. Hopefully we can get it going. Give me one moment or so, and let me see if we can get this thing to work. I thought I turned it on. So technical difficulties. Let's see. Do I get lucky? Hopefully. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Boom. There we go. Nice. Okay. Luckily, we were able to get that on. So, Gemini, as I previously mentioned, overall energy for you, we got here the 9 of Pentacles, pairing that overall energy to the current 3 of Cups in reverse. Kind of feels to me for your weekend here, guys, you're kind of at a point where you're doing you. It does kind of seem to me for you guys, maybe you're not enjoying somebody's company, or just maybe in general, you're not really enjoying much of the company of other people. Definitely feels to me like you want to stick out this weekend, just doing you at this moment in time. I almost feel like yesterday was kind of a similar reading for you guys too, where you were just kind of doing your own thing. Maybe it wasn't your reading, but it feels like it was. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah, I'm hearing some of you are very much so over and done with a specific person or a specific environment or group of people. So with that being said here, looking at the outcome too, Queen of Swords, Gemini is really spending this weekend here kind of cutting themselves away and pushing themselves away from a specific person or a specific environment. I think that you're just in an energetic state right now where you want to be in your own energy, you want to do what's fun for you, you want to be around yourself more, because I don't really feel like you're happy right now with a current person, place, or thing, or even a group of people or specific environment. So for the weekend, guys, you're kind of being that lone wolf type of energy, but I think you're happy with that, to say the least, and you're going to be making the most of this weekend doing what you want to do rather than being around certain types of people or groups of people at that. So yeah, I see you guys kind of doing your own thing here this weekend and just saying, you know what, I want to have fun for myself, and that's the most important part. You know, I'm not sure necessarily what you are taking a step away from, so it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a family, it could be a work situation or work in general, but I think that for the weekend here, guys, you're putting yourselves in the top of the priority seat And it's like, I want to focus on me and what I'm going to do that's going to be enjoyable this weekend. And that's what matters and that's what counts. So this weekend's going to be about you guys and what you want out of it. So live it up and enjoy it to the best of your ability. I like that, okay? All right, Team Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, okay? All right, everybody. So we did start out here today with our air signs. So we're going to go ahead and do air, water, fire, and earth for today's lineup. Red Sky said, on point this weekend, a little sour and reclusive from people and places and things. Understandably so. I'm not sure what your particular situation is, but if you got to do you this weekend, don't feel afraid to do so. All right, guys. So we have touched base here with our air. Let's get on into our water. Hopping on into the water signs. Let's see what we got going on here for the lovely and amazing Pisces gang. What do we got going on here for the fish? Okay. Messages coming in here for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Oh, tarot after dark. I like this time. That's what's up. Yeah, back in the day, guys, when I used to do tarot. Yeah, I used to do tarot sometimes at like 12, 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. So, yeah, kind of a bit of a throwback here. I used to be up all hours of the night, man, guys, just on the channel and doing shit, you know? Anyhow, though, what's going on here for Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. Let's go ahead and see what we got in store for you, baby. One more shuffle incoming here for the fish. Pisces. Overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Cups. You might be dealing with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look here into the current situation, Seven of Cups in reverse. What you're dealing with here, Ten of Pentacles in the upright. And then having a look here at the outcome, y'all, is going to be the Six of Pence in reverse. So Team Pisces, let's see what's up here for your weekend, baby. Now, the overall energy here being the Four of Cups is often representative of ignoring someone, ignoring a situation, or ignoring what's being offered to you. Having a look at the current energy, Seven of Cups in reverse here, you're pretty much focused on one thing and one thing only. So Pisceans, I feel like if it's not what you want, you don't want it, okay? Definitely seems to be the vibe here this weekend. I feel like you're not really being opened up right now to like other options. Like you have your mind set on something, so you want to make sure you get where your focus is. Looking at what you're dealing with right now, Ten of Pentacles. I feel like Pisces, you're looking at a situation and it seems like literal perfection. Like maybe it's a person. I don't want anybody else right now except for Michael, because Michael is the best, okay? Some of you guys might be in that energy where it's like, forget Brandon, forget James, forget, you know, fucking George. At the end of the day, I want Michael, okay? Some of you guys could be in that energy right now where it's like, I'm wholeheartedly locked in on one thing and one thing only. However, though, y'all, I feel like that's throwing you off a bit of balance here with the outcome being the Six of Pentacles, because guess what? While you might want Michael, okay, maybe Anthony, right? Because Anthony's a sexy, right? Maybe Anthony's the perfect fit for you. But you're so freaking focused up on Michael over there that at the end of the day, you're missing out. So I feel like I'm almost kind of being called and directed here to tell the Piscean peeps, you might be tunnel visioned right now on a certain situation, maybe a certain person, maybe a certain job, maybe a certain kind of path for yourself. But I think that by limiting your options, you're creating limitations in general, right? What's the number one thing we always try to avoid on this channel? Limitations. I tell people all the time, a limited mind is a limited life, but a person who can think freely and be open claims abundance, right? So I think the most important part here, Pisces, is that the more open you can be, I think you'll be surprised actually with the offers that are going to be revealed to you. At this time, Ten of Pentacles, you know, Michael over here could be looking spicy, but you might be missing out on Anthony, okay? And at the end of the day, if you're not going to be open and willing to receive here, Six of Pentacles reversed, you never know, you might miss out on something even better, you know, than Michael, right? Ten of Pentacles. Maybe Michael seems amazing, but Michael, it might not be the best. Maybe there is something better out there. So I'm feeling called here to tell you, don't limit yourself. I think you guys are really tunnel visioned right now, and tunnel visioning can get you stuck. I've been there before, limiting my options, tunnel visioning myself, thinking that I had to do this and only this, and whatever my situation was at the time, and you know, missed out on a lot of other opportunities. So kind of open up yourself, man, would be my best advice for Pisces in the next 24 hours. Stay open to different options. You never know. There is always something better out there. And even right now, if you can't get into alignment with what you really want, maybe that's because it's not really for you. and there's something else out there that's so much better. So try to stay as open as possible to receive, and you might actually be incredibly surprised at what to receive going forward in the near future. Okay? All right, Pisces, I love you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless. Okay, hopefully you guys like that tidbit. I know I could be a little crazy sometimes, but I'm also here to make you laugh too. All right, everybody, so we did the water and we did the air. We're gonna be hopping on into our fire signs here in a moment, y'all. Okay, you're very welcome, Star. Thank you for watching. Carol said so funny how on target that was. Happy to resonate with you. Very, very cool. Hey, what's going on, May? Hello, everybody. Sagittarian from the Philippines. Hello, hello. Thank you for watching. And you know what? Speaking of Sagittarians, let's see what's up here with Saggy, okay? Messages coming in here for Sagittarius, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Sagittarius? In the next 24 hours, or sorry, next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for your weekend, baby? We're going to go ahead here, Team Sag, and take a look here at 2 more shuffles, and we'll see what we got going on with you guys. Hopefully, we are looking at some awesome sauce. Team Sagittarius. Overall energy for you is going to be the Knight of Swords. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Hermit. Looking at what you're dealing with this weekend, we got here the Page of Cups. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the 9 of Wands. So let's have a look here at this time and see what's going on, okay? It's a very interesting comment rolling around in the chat. I really hope you don't do that. Anyhow, moving forward, Sagittarius, overall energy for you guys this weekend is a Knight of Swords. I feel like you're in a space this weekend where you're very driven, you're very excited, you're very energized, and then it's like, I don't know if I really want to do anything, you know? So this could be the weekend where you come into it feeling motivated. I got plans. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then it's like, I laid in bed. I ordered pizza. I watched Netflix. I opened a bottle of wine. And like that, the weekend was over, you know? So I kind of feel that energy this weekend where you might come into it super high energy, but then kind of realize, whoa, maybe I needed to relax this entire time. So I kind of feel like a lot of you are going to end up relaxing at the end of the day rather than expanding all this energy, you know, looking at what you're dealing with here. Page of Cups. Page of Cups here says, you've been putting out tons of energy this week. And I feel like what's happening here is it's kind of reminding me of a sugar rush and then the crash you get from a sugar rush. Imagine your entire week like you've consumed tons and tons of sugar. And by Friday, you're still on that sugar rush. You know, you're feeling good. You're like, woo, we're going crazy, right, Sagittarius? But then here comes that crash when we start entering Friday night into Saturday. And it's like, whoa, I don't got that energy anymore. You know, I don't have that sugar rush I had the entire week. So I think for a lot of you, you've been giving a lot this week. You've been putting in hard energy, maybe hard hours at work, hard investments into your personal path. Maybe a lot of you guys have just been incredibly busy, but I think you're going to get that crash coming into the weekend here. And it's going to be a time to kind of go within and to kind of go into recluse a little bit and regain some of that energy. So I almost want to say, if you've had a super duper busy week, Sagittarius, do not feel bad whatsoever if this weekend is about being a hermit, chilling in bed, not doing much, taking care of yourself, doing your thing. If that's the vibe this weekend, so let it be. I think you might come into it high energy, but like I said, with that representation of a sugar rush, here comes that crash where all the week's energy is being depleted from you, and you're like, okay, it's probably a good time to just get back into a connection with myself, my peace, my solitude, and it's going to feel like that's more of the vibe for you. So you know, your Friday night might start out super hype, but come Saturday, it's like, yeah, I don't want to go to the club. I want to stay in bed with pajamas. You know, it could be that kind of vibe, and that's going to be okay. All right. So anyhow, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Sag, I appreciate you tuning in here nonetheless. Do have a great freaking weekend. Really appreciate you. Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we've done so far here our air, we've done the water, and we've done the fire. Let's get on into our earth signs. Rolling into the earth, we're going to look at the cappuccinos and see what's going on for Team Capricorn. Hey, what's going on, Lonnie? You said, Aunt, I knew you wouldn't leave us hanging. We're pulling up. We're always here. As always, guys, I always mention this. If you show up for me, I'm going to show up for you. So hell yeah, baby. Let's see what's going on here for Capricorn, though, okay? Message is coming in here for Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Capricorn's weekend? In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for you? Team Capricorn. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we shall see what is popping in for you. Overall energy here, Capricorn, is going to be the Eight of Swords. You might be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Coming into the current energy, we got here the Queen of Swords. What you're dealing with here, Capricorn, we have here the Hangman, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Knight of Swords in the upright position. Okay, let's take a look here at you and see what we got going on. First things first, Team Capricorn, you got here a Eight of Swords, and then you're pairing that Eight of Swords here with the Queen of Swords in the upright too. So I feel like rolling into your weekend, you know, you're kind of in this energy where it's like, I want to get the hell out of my head, but I just don't feel like I can. So looking at the outcome here, Knight of Swords, this is probably going to be the weekend where you're telling yourself, if I'm feeling trapped in here, then I really need to start getting moving. I almost see you guys doing everything you can to like get out of the house, to be social, to do something just so you can get out of here. And believe it or not, that's actually something that's super beneficial. I always tend to tell people, if you're like a very anxious person, a high overthinker, hit the fucking gym. Going to the gym is just as much of a therapy session as it is talking to a therapist, because when you're getting physically active with your body, it can really get you out of here and ground you and bring you into the present moment. And ideally, if we want to stop that energy of overthinking, the number one way to do that is by becoming present. So a quick, fast acting way to get present at any given moment in time is going to be getting physical, getting social, getting out there, getting your body moving, and getting the blood flowing. So I think for Capricorn peeps moving into the weekend here, maybe the full moon in Leo was like, whoa, lots have been brought up. I've been feeling trapped and stuck inside my head all weekend, and I'm at a point in time where I don't want to be fixating and stuck, and I don't want to be in the house, and I don't want to be in my head. So I want to do something, right? I want to be a person of action this week, so I can kind of get out a little bit, feel more present, and enjoy myself a heck of a lot more. So I wouldn't be surprised if this weekend this is about you guys going out, hanging out with friends, choosing to go do errands. You're keeping yourself busy as much as possible. And I think it's going to really help you guys get out of that energy of overthinking if you've been kind of in an overthinking energy here nonetheless. So I would say if you're overthinking now, getting busy, getting active, it's going to be super helpful for you this weekend. Call up a friend, go make plans, go run errands, go hit the gym. Anything you can do to kind of get the blood flowing and not sit in one spot, like not stay at home all day, not, sit on the couch all day or be in bed all day. If you can get yourself out of that and jump into being active, it's going to really help you get out of your head here this weekend and put you into a better state overall. It's also going to put you into a better state of mood and state of being. Getting around friends is incredibly beneficial for starting to elevate your mood. It's going to be incredibly beneficial to just be out in nature or be out in the daylight at the end of the day too, to really get yourself in a high vibrating state. So if you want to prime yourself this weekend, Capricorn, for a really high vibrational weekend, staying busy, getting out there, doing something is going to really help you out, all right? So don't feel afraid to do so, okay? All right, guys, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Capricorn, for tuning in. Really, really appreciate you, all right? All right, everybody, we finished up our first batch of Zodiacs for the weekend read here today. We're going to be hopping on into our next batch here shortly. Just want to take the time here to thank everybody for coming in here tonight. Really appreciate you. Thank you guys for spending some time with me here today. Okay, what's it called? Leela said, dead on with this reading. I'm going dancing. Thank you, my friend. You're very welcome. Or Lila, however you pronounce that. But very cool. I love that for you. Going dancing's fun, man. Have a good time this weekend. That sounds great. Sounds absolutely wonderful. Time to get some endorphins, Cappies. Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Hey, what's going on, Jessica? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys coming on through. I know it's not a normal schedule thing, but thanks, guys, for watching. Josie said we need to keep an Ant's book of wisdom. He's dropping so much knowledge and inspiring all of us. Ant needs to run for office. I don't think that's the kind of job for me, man. In terms of running for office, it's not even the workload that would concern me. It's just that's so much weight and pressure. you know? And the thing that sucks is if you would ever run for any kind of office, you know, you're just a face, you're just a puppet. And that's the really sad truth of it, right? And that's the one thing that would suck. I wish if I could run for office and if I could genuinely be myself and genuinely do what I think would be best for the collective, fuck yeah, I would do it. But, you know, we're in a day and age where, you know, the people who are showing up on the TV screen or on the podium aren't the people who run the show. And that's the hard truth, right? I think that's the hard truth that we're all waking up and we're all really starting to see. So it's a tough thing, man. A super tough thing. But I can tell you this, while I may not run for any kind of office, I will tell you guys that I will always do my best to be my authentic self. I will always do my best to bring the best energy to the collective, the best information to the collective, and the best kind of ideologies and methods to help you guys live your best life and free yourself from this matrix. I will do my best to do that for each and every single one of you, seriously. Because you guys deserve that. You guys deserve to not be stuck in this crappy cycle that a lot of people are in each and every single day. And you guys deserve happiness in life, you know? Life doesn't always have to be all gray. And we live in a world that's super gray, but we got to bring back the sunshine, baby. Because there's a lot of good shit we can do for each other, we can do for ourselves, and we can do for the world. Period. Point blank, period. Mic drop. Although we can't drop this because it's on a boom arm and it's expansive, okay? We don't want to drop this microphone, okay? I don't want to buy another one. All right, I want to use this for the years to come. Constance, what up, dude? How you been? Oh, I totally forgot to respond to your message earlier. So I'm sorry to hear you had the flu. Happy, though, that you're feeling a little bit better. Thanks for coming in today. Hope you're doing good. I hope you're feeling a heck of a lot better. Absolutely it is, Raven. Absolutely it is. 110%. All right, guys, give me one more moment or so, and then we're hopping into batch number 2. Gotta stay hydrated, y'all. If y'all have not been drinking water, because I have not been drinking enough, please drink water. You need that hydration, man. Literally feel like a black cloud is over me. I needed this. Happy to hear that, you know? Guys, when you're feeling all that energy building up within you, all of that darkness, all that dark energy, first and foremost, the full moon is a great time to release. But remember, the energy that you guys are taking on, remember you have a choice whether or not you want to bear it, okay? So if you're feeling a lot of darkness, if you're feeling a lot of negativity, if you're feeling a lot of low vibrational energy, remember you get to choose what kind of energy you wish to embody. And you can switch the, how do I say this? Flip the switch like that. Believe it or not. Your brain is so powerful that you can decide to say, I don't resonate with low vibrating energy. I'm choosing high vibrating energy. And if you make that decision without a second look back or without a second thought behind that and say, I'm flipping the switch, you literally can switch from low vibe to high vibe like that. So remember, you choose the energy you wish to embody. We cannot necessarily choose the energies that we're around each and every single day. We can't choose some of the energies that stick to us, but we can choose when we acknowledge the energy that's around us and within us, we can choose what we want to embody. That's the main point, right? What's going on, Marlene? A late night weekend read? Hell yeah, you said what? Hey, everybody. Hey, Marlene, what's up? What's up? So yeah, you know, word to the wise, guys, before we continue, you know, choose to embody the good stuff, embody the high vibes, choose to let go of what doesn't serve you, because you guys don't need to carry that weight. You don't need to bear that burden. Everything in life is a choice, and choose the good shit, man. All right, everybody. Let's keep it moving forward. We're going to hop on in back into our air signs. We did Gemini already, so let's look at the birthday peeps and see what's going on here for Aquarius, guys. What's showing up here for Team Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for our zodiac sign of Aquarius in the next 24 hours. Let's see what we got going on here for our beautiful Aquarius gang. What's popping in? Aquarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What you're dealing with, 3 of Swords in reverse. Looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Tower in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look at you guys and see what we got going on. Team Aquarius, Wheel of Fortune showing up here, and then we pair that with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here too. I think some of you are finally moving past some sort of missed opportunity. I feel like you've been highly fixated on a missed opportunity. Maybe you've been thinking about like the one that got away, maybe like love related situation. Like, damn, I wish I didn't let that person go, or like, I wish I stepped up more to be with this person. But I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. You know, we might miss out on something, sure, but like if it was really meant to work, it would have worked. And if it wasn't meant to work, then there's a reason it didn't work out, you know? Maybe some of you missed out on a job. You had an interview to go to and then you overslept somehow and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I can't believe this happened to me. And you're frustrated and you're focused on this and you're like, I can't believe I had this missed opportunity. What if I was here to tell you that maybe it was all going according to plan? Maybe it wasn't a missed opportunity. It's perceived that way, but what if it was exactly the right thing to happen so that you could have got to this different timeline, this better timeline, even if you don't see the timeline yet? So looking at what you're dealing with right now, Aquarius, you got here a Three of Swords reversed. You know, I think you're trying to separate yourself from a missed opportunity. You're trying to move on. And I think this weekend you're successfully doing so, because I feel like for many of you guys, you're really starting to embody the energy of like, you know what? Whether it's the one that got away, maybe I missed out on an interview for a job. Maybe I missed out on something that I thought I really needed to be a part of. But if it was supposed to have worked out for me, it would have, one way or another. And I'm sure of that. And I think that's the energy you're starting to step into. So looking at the outcome here, Tower reversed, no longer are you in this state of emergency where you are flustered and frustrated and frazzled that you've missed out on something. I think you're finally starting to make peace with it because you're understanding the process of if something's meant to be, it's going to be. Point blank, period. No ands or ifs or buts about it. If there is something in life that's meant for you, it will happen for you. So I think you're starting to embody that energy of peace, which is really lovely to see for you. Because I know this energy. I can tell you guys how much shit I missed out on where I was like, damn, did it really need to be that way? You know, did I really need to oversleep for that interview? Did I really need to let go of the one that got away? You know, I can't tell you how many times in my past when I was a little lover boy where I was like, damn, I can't believe I let that one go, you know? But here I am 5 years into a relationship that I'm fucking happy with, dude. So I'm glad that I let that one go in the past, or I wouldn't have that beautiful person who's in the room behind me, man. So things happen for a reason, and I think that you're finally starting to see that, and that you're starting to make peace with something that maybe you missed out on. And it's okay that you missed out on it, because guess what? The best has yet to come. All right, Aquarius. All right, my beautiful aqua babies. Happy birthday to you. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But thank you for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? All right, everybody. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here so far with our air signs. Let's go ahead and get on into our water signs, okay? Hopping into the water. Let's take a look here at Team Scorpio. What do we got going on here for you, baby? Message is showing up here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for Scorpio's weekend? In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead and take a look, okay? Team Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the 9 of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Taking a look at the current energy, Ace of Swords in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Star in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be, dun dun dun, the Lovers in the reverse. Scorpios, what's going on here for you, baby? First things first, Scorpio, you got here a 9 of Pentacles, and then you're pairing that here to an Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is showing me that right now you're choosing to stay in your own lane rather than branch out. I feel like you're starting to see that a path for you probably wasn't exactly what you thought it was. I think you're starting to see like a falsified path. And I think I've talked about this before at Scorpios, where maybe you saw something that you thought was divine. Maybe you saw something that you thought was what was supposed to be, or what was literally like a divine situation. And you're looking at it this week and recognizing there's nothing divine about this at all. And this is where I may trigger some people, but I'm going to get into some topics here like twin flames and soulmates, okay? Maybe you at one point had thought, oh my God, this person's my twin flame. And you might finally be coming to the realization this weekend about this person was never my twin flame. And I spent a lot of time here with this falsified connection, working my tail end off to be with somebody who was more than likely pushing me away. And I was over here calling it the runner and the chaser. And I think a lot of you are realizing I'm done with this falsified situation. Whether you guys were chasing a soulmate, chasing a twin flame, or chasing what was supposed to be your purpose in this world, in this planet, etc. I think you're finally starting to realize, dude, what I've been chasing this entire time isn't even something that's for me, but I've been labeling it with this title that there's divinity to it or that there's purpose in it. And I have fell for this trap too, guys. So I'm going to be very passionate talking about this, and I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you because I want you to know that I've been through the same exact thing. Let's get into the twin flame thing. Do twin flames exist? 100%. But do you know how fucking rare twin flames are? The probability of you ever encountering the other half of you, right? The other half of your soul in this lifetime is incredibly, incredibly rare. But unfortunately, we live in a spiritual society where there's real spirituality and then there's let's milk spirituality for money. And unfortunately, twin flames were milked for money, where a lot of people, a lot of falsified prophets had decided to say this falsified theme that, hey, everybody's got a twin flame and your twin flame's this person and it's that person. And then everybody fell into the trap of, let me put a title on a connection, or let me put a title on something I'm doing, like purpose, you know? So I feel like you kind of found yourself in a place, Scorpio, where you've been stuck, where you've been following this false path. And it could be any of those things. It could be maybe something you thought was your purpose, or something you thought was someone you thought was your twin flame or soulmate. And I think you're finally starting to realize, you know, I'm not even in much of a connection with this. Like, I don't even feel connected to who I thought was my twin flame. I don't even feel connected to who I thought was my soulmate. I don't even feel connected to this purpose. But I put such a heavy label on it that I made myself believe that this was what was for me. And you're starting to see that it's not. Now, when I feel like for some of you, you're probably wondering, why am I saying purpose? And the thing is I think a lot of people in life feel like they have to have this specific purpose. For example, like a light worker like myself. In the past, I often tend to say my purpose on this planet was to do what I'm doing here today. But I don't believe that anymore. I believe that the truest purpose to souls having a human experience is just that. I think the purpose for any of us being here is to simply experience. I don't believe our jobs are our purpose. At the end of the day, jobs at this point don't even seem very purposeful most of the time, right? I don't even believe at this day and age in terms of a purpose being with somebody. I don't believe that's a purpose. I don't believe being a mom or a dad is a purpose. Yeah, they all serve purposes, but they all go back towards experience, right? Which is the main purpose of us being here in the first place. So the point is don't get caught on the falsified path of thinking you have to do something and putting such a heavy title on it and, you know, believing that this is what your life is supposed to be. You know, a lot of people do that and they fall into that trap and they stay in this falsified cycle and they lose out on a lot of happiness because the truth is they're not happy with what they're chasing, but they're chasing it because they believe that that's what they're supposed to have or where they're supposed to be. So my point to you guys is set yourself free from that. You know, your purpose here in life is to enjoy your stay, to have wonderful experiences and to experience life within itself. You can decide to make different purposes be whatever you may want them to be. But as long as you're following your heart and what makes you happy, then I think you're living a fulfilling and beautiful life. Point here is just don't fall into that trap. Okay? All right, Scorpio. We went deep on that one. I told you I'm passionate about that subject. So take that if it resonates, of course, leave it if it doesn't. But hopefully that touches somebody out there who may have fell into that trap, because I was there too. Many years ago in my life. And I don't want to see anybody hurt there, because it's not a fun it's not fun to realize that you've been in a trap, you know? So hopefully you get yourself out of that if you are. If it's not your story, cool. But if it is, I hope I was able to help you. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water. We also did our air. So we're going to hop on into our fire here in just a moment or so, okay? Carol said Ant is dropping some deep truth. Yeah, it's some deep shit. It really is some deep shit. Very Happy Money said that raw gut truth can leave one feeling a bit lost. Perhaps that's why some settle rather than being alone and not forcing the twin flame label on somebody. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. It's just crazy though, because like I fell into that twin flame trap a long time ago. Like I wholeheartedly believe they exist, but I believe it's a rarity. It's a rarity, y'all. You know, I labeled one person in my life as a twin flame, and I chased somebody who was so wrong for me. And I constantly convinced myself that this was the person, this was the person, this was the person. And all I did was hurt myself over and over and over again and look like a fucking psycho in the process too. You guys ever see that Jeff and Shalia couple? They ended up getting this exposed documentary on them for twin flames. And it's funny because I remember when I was, you know, stuck in that twin flame matrix, I used to watch those two people on YouTube as well. I urge you to check out their documentary, Jeff and Shalia, something about them. That's their names in real life. I don't know what the fuck the documentary name was called, but I think that their YouTube channel used to be like Twin Flame Ascension. Watch the documentary. You'll see how batshit crazy these people are and the lies that they fed to people and the scam that they got over people with the ideology of twin flames. You know, I made a video years back trying to warn people not to fall into that trap. So, you know, if you guys are, you know, still feeling a little how do I say this? If you feel like weird about what I'm saying, maybe go watch that documentary. You might get some insight there, but it's an interesting documentary, by the way, in general, guys, check it out. You'll see the crazy things they did and how they scam people and how they trap people and how they took, you know, millions of dollars from people. It's fucking gnarly, man. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm glad I never, you know, fell too deep into that trap. But I remember, you know, watching them at one point too, which is insane. And then all these years later, you know, there goes that deep documentary on them and the really dark work that they would do in the world. You know? Raven said, extremely rare. Lots of people chase the wrong person based on their strong feelings and attachments. Love yourself. Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me about love when I finally realized what love was is that I needed to be whole and complete within myself first. I think the big thing I struggled with when I was younger is I couldn't love myself. So I was searching for, I need, right? Love was a need. It wasn't abundant, if you will. Love was lack. It wasn't abundance. So I would chase love repetitively due to the lack of love I had for myself. As soon as I started to love myself, there wasn't me chasing attachments and chasing feelings. It was, I know that I'm enough. I don't need anybody else to tell me that. And now that I'm whole and complete within myself, I can be with somebody who complements that and adds value into my life. That was a massive game changer when it comes to love. Massive game changer. So really do take that into consideration, y'all, okay? All right, guys, let's jump into our fire. We did Sag already, so let's have a look here at Leo, and we'll see what's popping in here for you, beautiful peeps. How's your full moon been, man? I hope Leo peeps are doing well, and let's see what's going on with you. What do we got showing up here for Team Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got showing up here for our zodiac signs of Leo? In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead and take a look. Hopefully this full moon hasn't been too rough on y'all, but let's take a look, okay? Overall energy here for Leo is going to be the Magician. Ooh, I love that. You could be connecting here possibly with a Virgo. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the King of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with here. 9 of Wands in reverse. Looking at the outcome here for Leo is going to be the 6 of Wands in the reverse position. So let's have a look here at you guys and see what we got going on. Now, first things first, you got here a Magician, and then you pair that Magician here to the King of Swords in reverse. So I feel like for our Leo gang members, you know, you're at a point in time this weekend where you're deciding to show up for you. And I feel like this is about taking off, or how do I say this, Leo? Because King of Swords reversed, I think, is about you guys not showing up like you need to protect yourself and not showing up like you need to, you know, protect yourself, I guess is the best way to put it. You're in a space this weekend where you're not afraid to be vulnerable and be yourself. I think you've had armor on for a while. Like, you've been wearing armor, you've been wearing protection, you've had up walls, you've had your guard up. And this weekend here, funnily enough, looking at what you're dealing with, 9 of Wands reversed, when this card's in the reverse, it means you're letting your guard down. So I feel like you're finally deciding to show up in your true energy and in your truth this weekend, in your authenticity. I don't know what pushed you into that corner that made you feel like you needed to have your guard up for a long time, However, though, I don't think it's there anymore. I think it's diminished, if you will. You're at a point here this weekend where it's like, I don't want my guard up anymore. I don't want to wear my armor anymore. I want to be my authentic self. And if I get hurt, oh fucking well. You know, if I'm not wearing my armor and I get poked, oh fucking well. I'm a Leo. I'm strong as shit. I'll heal. At the end of the day, some motherfucker runs up to me with a sword and tries to poke me. I'm gonna pull that shit out and poke them. Period. Because lions have that fucking strength, right? Lions are badass motherfuckers, right? So I think for y'all, you're starting to come to the realization that when I wasn't wearing my heart on my sleeve, when I was keeping my guard up, I started to notice that it actually made me more fearful of everything. And with that being said, it gave you the inability to connect. It gave you the inability to fully and truly love because you were afraid of getting hurt. It puts you into a position to where you felt more of a prisoner when your armor was on than when you were in your vulnerability. The truth is, guys, is as much as we can get hurt when we're vulnerable, it puts us into a place to where we could also be so deeply loved. When we're vulnerable, we can be so deeply connected. However, when our guard's up, you're not that connected. Sure, you might not get hurt because you don't have expectations or you don't let anybody in, but is it really all that good? Is it really all that fun? Is it really all that loving? Is it really all that deep? It's usually not. So with that being said, this is a path you don't want to continue with anymore. I'm going to be the Leo who wears the heart on my sleeve. And if somebody hurts me, fuck it. And if somebody, connects with me and we find a very deep connection, fuck yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather be put into a perspective to where I could be hurt, but come out with love and genuine deep connection and be my authentic self versus being a zombie. Because when we're in the energy, guys, of just always protecting ourselves, defending ourselves, keeping our guard up, we're worried, we don't want to get hurt, we're zombies at that point because we don't have genuine connection. But when we let go of that stuff and we decide to just be living in our truth and hey, I'm right here. If somebody hurts me, so be it. But the beauty in that, though, is that when you don't wear your armor anymore and you're not afraid to get hurt, you also show how damn strong you are too, right? So Leos, put it this way. You're strong as fuck. You're awesome. If you want to connect with people deeply, don't have a guard up. Be your authentic self. At the end of the day, you're going to get hurt, and so is everybody in life. But you're also going to have some amazing ass experiences because you decided to not have that guard up in the first place. All right. So I think many of you are deciding to say, you know what? It's time to take the armor off, baby. If I get poked, so be it. But maybe instead of getting poked with a sword, there might be somebody over here who can heal my heart. Right. So maybe we can open ourselves up to that and have a much better experience. And I think for many of you, by opening yourselves up at this time, you're going to find that you're going to have much more better experiences being open than being guarded. Okay? All right, Leos, I love you. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in here nonetheless, okay? We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, everybody, with our fire. We've done the water, and we've done the air. We're going to hop on into our earth signs here in just a second or so, okay? All right, guys, we've touched base here. Let's get into the earth. For the earth, we've already done the Capricorns. So let's have a look here at the Virgos, man. What's going on here for our Virgo gang? Message is showing up for Virgo, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going to be coming up here for Virgo's weekend? Message is showing up here for Team Virgo in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for you, baby? Overall energy here for Virgo is going to be the 9 of Pentacles. You might be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here at the current energy, 8 of Cups, what you're dealing with here at this time is going to be the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome is going to be the Magician showing up for you. And actually the Magician, funnily enough, is your card. So this is Virgo energy coming into the reading. Now you begin here with the 9 of Pentacles and then you pair that 9 of Pentacles here to the 8 of Cups. So what I would say for Virgo gang is that you're in this energy in the next 24 hours, in the next 72 hours, where you have the confidence and the strength to walk away. I don't think you've had the confidence and strength to walk away from something, but this weekend, I think you do. So you're tapping into that. I feel confident to walk away from something. Maybe I feel confident to walk away from my shitty boyfriend. Maybe I feel confident to walk away from this crappy job. I feel confident to walk away from, a psychotic mother or something of that nature, right? At the end of the day, I've been sitting in energies that haven't served me for so long, but I've been sitting there because maybe I didn't feel confident about walking away from them in the first place. Maybe I was worried. Maybe I was concerned. But I think this weekend you're tapping into strengths that, honestly, some strengths that I feel like you didn't even know you had, to be fair, Virgo. And looking at what you're dealing with here being the Knight of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed here says, I can finally put something to a pause in my life. I can finally put something to a stop and to a halt. So it's a beautiful time because you're walking away from something where you didn't feel like you previously had the strength to do so. However, though, this time around you have that strength, you're embodying that strength because you recognized if you choose to show up to be somebody, you can be whoever you've chosen to be. So you've decided to be the Virgo who doesn't tolerate the bullshit. You've decided to be the Virgo who doesn't tolerate the low vibes or who doesn't tolerate the disrespectful people in your life or the situations that genuinely don't serve you to your highest of value. You have taken the time here this weekend to value yourself and to do a beautiful thing for yourself, which is walk away from what doesn't serve. Like I mentioned previously, maybe in the past you didn't feel like you had the strength to be able to walk away in the first place, but there's very much so something special about this weekend where you're starting to realize I can show up and be anybody I want to be today, and I'm going to be the Virgo who doesn't take shit from anybody. I'm going to be the Virgo who decides to do the right thing for myself, and the right thing for myself is walking away from whatever this is. All right, guys, that's fucking beautiful. That's gorgeous. I love that. I'm happy for you. Keep moving in the direction of what's going to best serve you, okay? You may have some people in life temporarily, but you will have yourself for life. So if you are always living life serving others, guess what? Some will come, some will go, but you will always be the person that stays from the moment you're born till death do you part. So with that being said, who would you want to spend time serving, right? The person who could be temporary or the person who lives forever. Really do keep that in mind. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Team Virgo, for watching. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries, okay? All right, everybody, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with our second batch of zodiac signs here so far for the weekend read. We're getting into our last batch here shortly. We've been having a really awesome live here so far. I think we've been having tons of really good readings, lots of fun, creative discussions, so I really hope you've been enjoying it tonight. We've been having a lot of truth bombs coming out tonight, so it's been a pretty rad night, man. Shout out to this full moon and Leo energy. I think it's been really awesome. I feel super activated right now. It's kind of funny. I'm pretty sure you guys can notice it too. At the beginning of the reading, I've had a super long day today, guys, that I'm not going to get into, but I've had a super long day. So I've been very busy and I was so drained and tired. But the moment I got on live, it's like I felt that activation of that full moon energy. I feel great. We're in a great space tonight and we're having a good time here in live. So I hope you're all enjoying yourselves and I hope you're all enjoying the information. And I think it's awesome to see that shift. It's really, really cool. What's going on, Carmen? You said, glad you do these early so that even in Central African time, we can take a look back before our day starts. I love your Rose and Thorn videos. Please do them every year. This is what we need more of from tarot. Oh, well, I'm glad that you really enjoy that. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, for the yearly tarot readings, I thought it was a cool idea to take a look at the roses, highs of the years, and then the thorns, the lows of the years. And I thought putting it in that perspective was pretty cool. So I'm glad that you enjoy that and appreciate it. Word to the wise, guys, from Aries to Cancer, we have all those videos posted for the yearly tarot. So from in order, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. If you're any of those zodiac signs, check out your yearly tarot video. They are very long and extensive, but they are jam-packed with tons of information. Excuse me, guys. Tons of information. So if you want to see what's going on for your year ahead, definitely feel free to check it out. And yeah, I'm really glad you enjoy, Carmen. So cool. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate that. Super deep readings? Hell yeah, Constance. Hell yeah. What do you think about manifesting a specific person? You can manifest a specific energy. It might not be a specific person. Let's say you want to manifest a woman right now named, Amy, for instance, right? That's your specific person you want to manifest. You may not be able to exactly manifest Amy herself. However, though, you might be able to manifest somebody who embodies the exact energy Amy has, but maybe it's not Amy, it's Shelley, right? So with that being said, I don't ever think we can override anybody's free will. So I don't believe we can ever manifest a specific person to do our bidding. in certain cases, I believe we can manifest a text from a specific person. I believe we can manifest a conversation wholeheartedly. That stuff is manifestable, okay? If that's even a word. I even have a video, by the way, if you guys want to check it out on my spiritual playlists, on how to manifest a text from a specific person. These are things you 100% can do. However, though, you cannot override somebody's free will. So let's say, for example, you really love Amy, but Amy doesn't love you. However, you want to try to manifest that specific person and override their free will. That's not going to work. You might be able to manifest somebody who's almost like Amy, but you might not be able to get Amy. You see what I'm saying? So that's my view on, manifesting specific people. Texts, sure. Especially if the person you're dealing with knows you, they talk to you. Yeah, you're going to get that text if you manifest it for sure. However, though, if that person wants nothing to do with you and that's their free will, then you might not be able to override that. So manifesting specific people has to be within a certain realm of probability. Not even possibility, probability has to be within a certain realm. If we're looking at their free will and they want nothing to do with you, chances are you're not going to be able to go ahead and change that energy, right? So really something to keep in mind. Yeah, the vibes are great for sure. I've really enjoyed today's live, man. The person who lives forever, that Virgo read had a touch of Highlander energy. There you go. There you go, for sure. Where's the Cancer read? If you're mentioning the Cancer read for the weekend read, it's coming up soon. Marlene said, I was scrolling the channel today and damn, Ant, you're killing it with this amazing content. I don't know how you do it. You're the man. Much love and appreciation too. Thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that so much. Virgo's King said, thank you for taking the time to share our zodiac. Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to watch, guys. I know a lot of people have busy days and busy schedules, and I know over time, there's a lot of people who are, very much so just not around anymore. They're doing their own thing, and I get it. But for anybody who's here to make time and to show up, I'm happy you're here, man. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Anybody who can be here, I really appreciate you. You guys have tons of things that you can choose to do with your time, and I never want to waste your time. So if you're here, I'm glad you're here. I'm happy to spend this time with you and be in this space and be present. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. What I love a lot about these readings is that it's not always just about, hey, let's read a zodiac sign, let's get in and let's get out. There's a lot of substance to, I think, what we do here on Cancer Moons Tarot, and deeply connecting with you guys and dropping nuggets of wisdom to everybody in ways that I can help you in your day-to-day life. And I think that's why you guys can get so much out of the content that I do. And that's not me trying to toot my horn, because I very rarely do that. But I think it's great that, we have this kind of environment where we can talk to each other, we can give advice to each other, we can give wisdom to each other in ways that are going to help us, other than just saying, hey, here's your horoscope, and have it be so surface level. We get to actually go deep, which I think is super, super enjoyable. So that's what I love so much about the Soul Family, man. All right, guys, we're getting into our last batch, guys. Air signs are next, so Libra, you'll be next. So give me one moment or so, and we're going to jump on into it. And we'll see what we got going on, okay? All right, here, everybody. Jumping on into our air signs, Team Libra. Let's have a look at you and see what we got going on. Message is showing up here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for our Libra? In the next 72 hours. Valerie said, I'm still here, but I'm making a salad. Love that for you. Enjoy that salad. Very, very cool. Have a good time, man. Shout out to salads. Very cool, Valerie. Thanks, man. Appreciate you still watching. Hope you have a good dinner. What do we got going on here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Team Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Cups. You could be connecting here possibly with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look into the current energy, we have here the Six of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with at this time, Two of Wands in the upright position, and then looking at the outcome for Libra peeps is going to be the Queen of Wands in reverse showing up here as well. So Libras, let's have a look at you guys and see what's showing up here for your weekend. Four of Cups. It's a card that can talk about tuning someone out or tuning out a situation. I think if you're tuning out anything, it's probably the past here. Six of Cups reversed. Both of these cards allude to letting go of the past and choosing to focus on being more present. I think though for you guys, it's been tough because I feel like you've been stuck between do I want to go in this direction, that direction, or go in the past? It feels kind of weird. Like you've been very much so finding it hard to resonate somewhere. Like, do I resonate with my past timeline, this potential future timeline, or this potential future timeline? Like, I think you're trying to get things figured out and you just don't know. Maybe some of you are finding this kind of challenge in work. You know, do I want to go back to this old job that I used to work at? Do I want to try this potential one or that potential one? It's like, where am I supposed to be? You're kind of feeling a bit lost in place. And where do you feel like you're supposed to fit, and where do you feel like you're supposed to be placed? And I love, and it's going to sound weird and counterintuitive, but I love being in places like this in my life because it's usually right before I find exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I want to mention that to you, Libra. You're about to probably find exactly where you fit in. You may not know where you fit in right now, but I'm going to tell you this with certainty. You don't fit into the past because the past is the past for a reason, okay? So you're not going to fit in that timeline. That timeline's over and done with. Leave it be. Now, for the foreseeable future, you might have no idea what path you want to go down, but don't you guys kind of notice that even if you don't know what the hell you're doing in life, life just kind of aligns you to shit anyhow? Like, you've gotten to where you've gotten, and some people haven't planned dick in many years, okay? There are some people who have not made a single plan for their future in years, but still just notice that their life went from point A to point B. Because at the end of the day, inevitably things fall into place, right? Even if we don't choose it per se. And it kind of just happens for us. And sometimes those things that fall into place are really wonderful too. They're not all bad. Sometimes things fall into place and they're fucking fantastic. So what I'm here to tell you is that if you're feeling lost right now, you're about to be found. You don't need to worry about the next step. Excuse me, guys. Or where you necessarily fit in. Because just as in previous times where you didn't know where things were going and everything fell into place with you before, they're going to fall into place here for you again. So hopefully that can put you at ease and you're not stressing out too much and you're not worried too much here at this time, you know? I think that things are going well for you even if you can't see it yet. So Libras, give yourself some time here to let things fall into place. Looking at the outcome, right? Queen of Wands reversed. I know maybe right now you're not all that confident. You're worried, you're concerned, but give yourself the time here to let everything fall into place because, guys, inevitably, I promise you, it does. And by the way, I was looking at the viewers in the chat while I was saying that, and there was 111 people in here. 111 represents new beginnings on the horizon. So Libra, there is something in store for you. All right, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you, Team Libra, for tuning on in, okay? All right, everybody. I was giggling because I looked into my chat, and Lady Ann says, I'm high as hell to be giggling about shout out to salad, okay? You're making me laugh now. I'm going to go smoke later tonight and think about that. Just watch. I'm going to be high as hell later, too, probably thinking about shout out to salad. Now you got me fucked up, okay? For some reason, it felt very fitting to say, okay? It was funny as fuck. Shout out to you, Lady Ann. That's funny as fuck, man. Anyways, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Yo, shit, that cracks me up. I didn't even mean to do that, man. I just thought that shit was funny as fuck. I did a moment, y'all. I thought it was funny in the moment. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. It's a copyright infringement to make a shout out to salad shirt. No, it's not copyright infringement. Feel free to if you want to. Holy shit. That's so fucking funny, man. Anyhow, moving along here forward, we're gonna jump on in, man, to our awesome and amazing water for the water signs, Team Cancer. Let's see what we got going on here for you, okay? Message is showing up here for Cancer, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what's showing up here for Cancer's weekend? In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for you, baby? Team Cancer. Overall energy for Cancers this weekend is going to be... Dun, 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 the Six of Pentacles. You could be connecting here with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Wheel of Fortune, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Hierophant, and then looking at the outcome for you, Cancers, is going to be the High Priestess in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on. Six of Pentacles is great. I like that actually a lot for you, Cancer. Feeling like things are coming together. Feeling like things are balancing out. They're leveling out for you. I think for some of you, it's like first time in a long time. Things actually feel like it's going in a really good direction. Wheel of Fortune is a great direction, by the way. So it's not just things going in a good direction for Cancers. Things are going in a pretty big direction for you. Jumping into your weekend, guys. Looking at what you're dealing with the Hierophant. In terms of what you've been committed to, devoted to, I feel like your devotions and commitments, guys, are really beginning to pay off. You might not see it, though. And this is where some of y'all are going to be like, damn. All right? You might not see it, though, because looking at the outcome, High Priestess reversed. High Priestess reversed here says, Cancer, right now, you might not be tapped into your intuition. And considering that you're not tapped into your intuition, you're not seeing actually how well things are panning out. But you know what? I'm not even going to look at that as a bad thing. I'm just going to look at it as Cancers. You're probably about to be really surprised, okay? I don't know what your investments have been lately. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of effort into work. If that's the case, you might be getting some pretty big promotion. Maybe you guys have been putting in like tons and tons of time into bettering yourself, and you're about to see like a massive jump in the person you're becoming. But you're hopping on a timeline where things are really about to begin working out for you. And some Cancers might watch this video and go, huh, yeah, right. Well, you might be surprised because once again, High Priestess reverse here says you might not be fully intuitively tapped in. Maybe right now you're kind of looking at everything and you're like, yeah, it seems like things are going better, but I just don't think you see how much better things are actually going, Cancer. Sorry, I got to get in your face for this one, right? I don't think you're seeing actually how much better things are going. So for some of you, maybe you'll see how much better things are about to get. But for others of you, you might be in for a surprise here this weekend, okay? Cancer, I love that. I think you're jumping on a good timeline, dude, where things are really working for you. Things are flowing well. Big changes are being made. Big things are happening for the Cancers. And it looks pretty damn good. All right, guys. If it's your story, cool. If not, no worries. And you know what? It might be your story, but you might not have no idea because Cancer, for some of you, it's going to be a surprise, okay? All right, Cancer. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thanks for watching, y'all. And do have a great rest of your weekend, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here with our water, guys. We have done our air. We're going to get into our fire. Marissa said, shit, I'm going to smoke a little salad and regret it because I'm too sensitive. You know what? It's funny. I used to be too sensitive smoking weed. Specifically for me, smoking pot, I used to get very anxious and have panic attacks. Over the past 2 months, I think, I've been smoking a lot more. And I found a way how to not feel anxious anymore when I smoke marijuana. I found a way to enjoy it again and use it recreationally. And for me, it's not something that I ever felt like I necessarily needed. But it was something that I always wanted to work through. So like I took the time out to work through it. Like I would purposely smoke knowing it may induce a panic attack just so that the animal in me could be like, I overcame it, because I'm the kind of person where like if there's anything that isn't like working out for me or if there's any weakness I have, I'm going to capitalize on that bitch and strengthen it because I'm just that motherfucker. So I was like, I'm so tired of being, anxious when I smoke that I'm just going to smoke till the point where I'm not and overcome that bitch. And I did. And now I, partake in marijuana occasionally, whereas I used to never smoke pot for like 6-7 years. I never smoked it anymore. Now I'm at a point where I smoke it and I don't mind. I just do it for fun every now and then and enjoy myself because I deserve to enjoy myself. And I also love, taking on the benefits of relaxation and helping me out if I have any sort of body pain with a lot of the things I do in everyday life. And it's a good time, man. So yeah. Really interesting there. It's different for everybody. So I know you mentioned you're like, I'm too sensitive, but hey, you might not be, moving forward. Marissa said petition for a late night hang, but we all smoke at the exact same time. I miss the instant lives when we used to join. Imagine just a quick glance of each of us zooted. That'd be an interesting one. I almost went live like 2 or 3 times when I was like stoned. Like my eyes were like this. Okay. But I decided not to because I was like, I don't know. Because a part of me was like, maybe I should be professional. But then I was like, is that really authentic? So this year, one of my main goals is authenticity. Okay. Who says I have to be professional? All right. Fuck people who have to be professional. All right. I think this year I want to work more on my authenticity. So yeah, maybe you guys will get like a surprise live one of these nights when I'm stoned out of my mind. But we're going to sit back, chillax, and have a good time. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. You guys will have fun. It won't be, on the channel forever. Every other live stream I do that isn't related to tarot gets deleted anyhow. So yeah, maybe we'll do it, man. Sativa is good for you for anxiety. See, I prefer indica. I like indica for body relaxation, and that's exactly what gets me in my calm and in my zen. Sativa for me was always kind of like, I think what initially freaked me out. It doesn't anymore, but I just prefer sativa, indica overall. That's my thing. Twisted Art Lady said, I go live high all the time, LOL, or drinking. I'm not professional, LMAO. Well, you don't see, for me, I hold myself to like a certain standard that I feel like I shouldn't sometimes. So here's me getting vulnerable with you guys. I feel like sometimes I hold myself to a certain standard that I don't even need to hold myself to, because at the end of the day, I just need to be me. And that's what I'm trying to focus on so much more for the foreseeable future, Marissa said, I'm all for the professional ant, but also the zooted ant. I'm a good time. I'm a hoot when I'm high. All right. So you guys will witness that one of these nights for sure. Anyhow, though, it is super late. I do have a big day tomorrow. So I gotta knock these last two signs out, y'all. I'm sorry. Marlene said, Ant, you're perfect the way you are. Your personality is great. I love you. Well, thank you. I love you too, Marlene. You're always so fucking kind. And I really appreciate you, dude. Oh, you meant indica? Got you, Sky. No worries. No worries. It's Matrix guilt. Oh my God, that is the best way to sum it up. Holy fuck, Raven. Yeah, you made a big point right there. That's actually hella valuable information you just said. Yeah, that's Matrix guilt, right? Needing to be professional. That's fucking Matrix guilt, no? That makes a lot of fucking sense, man. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. You just opened up something in my mind, Raven, so I'm going to go fixate on that later. Holy fuck. Anyhow, moving forward, we did our air and we did our water. Let's get into the fire. Team Ram Fam, Aries, hello. Let's see what we got going on for you. What do we got showing up here for Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got showing up here for Aries in the next 72 hours? Oh, well, thank you. Very happy Mondays. I appreciate that. I hope I won't. Hopefully that's not the case for sure. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What do we got showing up here for our Aries gang in the next 72 hours? What's going on? I agree, Marissa, by the way. I do agree. Overall energy here for Aries is going to be the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look here at the current energy, 5 of Cups in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We got here the Ace of Cups in reverse. Excuse me, guys. And then looking at the outcome here for you, Knight of Swords in the reverse position too. So Team Ram Fam, let's take a look at you and see what we got going on. Overall energy to the current here, 10 of Pence in reverse, paired with the 5 of Cups in reverse as well. I think for Aries peeps, you're at a point in time here moving into your weekend where you're kind of getting into the energy where it's like, I'm starting to become okay if things aren't perfect. Most of the time people will label like an OCD person a Virgo, and sure, Virgos can be OCD, but as a Cancer, I'm OCD as fuck too. And believe it or not, a lot of Aries that I watch and Aries that I know in my life, when I pay attention to them, they're a little OCD too. So I think that you're kind of tapping into the energy this weekend where it's like, you know what? Not everything has to be perfect, and that's okay. Because life within itself is just perfectly imperfect, right? That's what we all are. We're all perfectly imperfect. So I feel like you're starting to realize, I don't want to hold on to the energy of things needing to go this way, things needing to go that way. I'm just being a person who's going to go with the flow here this weekend. All right? This might be the weekend where things don't go according to plan. Maybe people cancel plans. Maybe something gets delayed. And as frustrating as that can be, and I get it, it can be super frustrating when you try to be incredibly organized and scheduled on a certain type of, time. Maybe you're doing something or maybe you have plans, whatever. I know how frustrating that can be, but I think for your weekend, you're starting to open up and realize, I don't want to hold on to that shit of everything having to go a certain kind of way. Like, I just want to be a person who goes with the flow. I want to enjoy myself, because I think a lot of you are starting to notice, like, when I'm in the energy of perfection, it's not fulfilling. It's not making me happy. It's just stressing me out half the time, It's stressing me out. It's making me irritated. So looking at the outcome here, Knight of Swords reversed, maybe I don't always need to be go, 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 and this has to be done and that has to be done. Maybe I can slow down a little bit, be more present in life. and enjoy the ride, right? And that's what it's all about, you know? So I like that a lot, Aries, being able to enjoy the ride. You know, life isn't going anywhere. You got more time than you know, believe it or not. So enjoy it while you can, because sometimes we're always go, go, go. And it's like, whoa, where did those last 10 years go, right? So sometimes we got to stop and enjoy the ride, you know, or stop and take pictures, right, of our lives, excuse me, rather than just speeding through it. Okay, so this weekend definitely seems like you're starting to kind of slow down a little bit. Not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to be go, go, go. It's like, let's kind of chillax and enjoy the ride. All right, guys, cool. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Team Aries, for tuning on in. So we have done all of our fire, all of our water, all of our air. Let's get into our final zodiac here for the night, and it's going to be Team Taurus. So let's see what's popping on in here for these bulls, okay? Messages coming in here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. 72 hours, sorry. What do we got showing up here for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What is going on here for you? Let's go ahead and take a look. Team Taurus. Overall energy here for you guys is going to go ahead is going to go ahead and be the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus, you could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a fellow Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Coming into the current energy, we got here the Seven of Swords. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, Taurus, we got here the Five of Wands. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Two of Pentacles in the upright position. So let's have a look here and see what's going on for you. First things first here, Team Taurus, what do we got? We got here the Seven of Pentacles, and then we pair that Seven of Pentacles here with a Seven of Swords. I kind of feel here for Taurian peeps moving into your weekend, Seven of Pents to the Seven of Swords here says, you're starting to really reflect on some of the things you've been investing in that are more so harmful to you than helpful to you. Like you're starting to look at maybe bad habits, or you're starting to look at like low vibrational activities you've been engaging in, and you're realizing, yeah, these have been having quite a bit of an effect, you know, looking at what you're dealing with being the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can indicate stress, it can indicate anxiety, it can indicate anger. So you're really starting to like put the puzzle together as to why you've been feeling so frustrated, I think. Because it's like, okay, if I've been feeling unhappy, frustrated, angry, etc., why? Well, maybe, oh, now I know why, because I've been doing this, or I've been doing that, or I've had this bad habit, or I've been talking to these people who make me feel, you know, a certain type of way that I'm not happy with. So you're starting to really fixate on what has been more harmful for me than helpful for me. And with the Seven of Pentacles showing up, that's due to the nature of your investments. So you're seeing what you're investing in that hasn't been the best, that's been probably creating feelings of low vibration that you haven't been the happiest to feel. So looking at the outcome here being the Two of Pentacles, this weekend, what this weekend's going to be about is kind of doing a little bit of pros and cons. You know, what's a helpful habit? What is a negative habit? What is a good person to be around? Who's a bad person to be around? What's a good situation for me? What's a bad situation for me? You're checking your investments, and you're doing your best to make sure that you're making way better investments going forward for the foreseeable future, Taurus, because at this time, I don't want to feel like this anymore, because I don't want to be involved in this anymore, right? So with that being said, you guys are doing what you can here to kind of check maybe some of your bad decisions and bad investments so you can replace them with better ones going forward. I like that for you, Taurus. It's always great to be aware. There is always going to be bad habits that some of us are going to have that are going to be more harmful to us than helpful to us. There's always going to be some shitty investments we make, even if we don't intend to make them. You know, we're fucking human, right? No one's perfect. So it's always great to tap into that awareness and tap into your awareness for a second and take some time to look and see what's been good for me, what hasn't. And for the things that haven't, let's focus on creating a better change in a better way, right? So that seems to be the vibe for the weekend. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But Taurus, thank you for tuning in nonetheless. Really love and appreciate y'all. Okay. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Team Taurus, for coming out, and have a great rest of your weekend. Okay. All right, here, guys, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And with that all being said, y'all, thank you so much for coming out here to the weekend reading. Much love and appreciation to all of you. Like I mentioned earlier, and many times throughout this weekend reading was super fun. So thank you guys for all the love and support. We've had a lot of deep conversations today. We've had a lot of intense energy and intense readings. And I think that, this weekend read in general has just been a really fun and fantastic time nonetheless. So if you really did enjoy, hit that like button, y'all. I'd appreciate it so much. If you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. So if you're new here, come subscribe. I'd love to have you be a part of the Soul family. I do want to take the time here to say thank you guys for being here. Shout out to all the subscribers and the Soul peeps. You guys are awesome. Shout out, of course, to all the moderators. Thank you guys for the lovely work you do on the channel. I appreciate it. Cancer is currently posted up for 2024. So if you're an Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, check out your reading. Your 2024 yearlies are posted. Those are still getting rolled out, so they'll be finished probably by next week. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be getting all those videos up and rolling for y'all, okay? All right, guys, it's about to be midnight. I've had a super long work day. Thank you guys for your love and support. I know it was late today, but better late than never. So thanks for spending time with me. I actually think that the late night vibe was a little bit better today. I feel like it was very suitable for the energies today, but have a great weekend, everybody. And I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family. And guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.
Again.